Paul Pierce thought the chaos was behind him. The former NBA champion, the man they called the Truth for his clutch performances on basketball's biggest stage, had already faced his public reckoning with a DUI arrest just a few months ago. But a new, deeply personal legal battle has just exploded into the headlines, and this one threatens not just his reputation, but his future and his fortune. A confidential paternity lawsuit, hidden from public view for 2 weeks, has now been unsealed in a Florida court, and its allegations are straightforward yet devastating. A woman claims Paul Pierce is the father of her unborn son and is demanding he submit to a court-ordered DNA test immediately. But the simple headline hides a far more complex and intriguing story. Why was this lawsuit filed in quiet on January 12, only to detonate in the media 2 weeks later on January 27? What chain of events forced this private matter into the blinding public spotlight? And most telling of all, why has Paul Pierce, a Hall of Famer never shy in front of a microphone, responded with absolutely nothing but a deafening, strategic silence? This silence is the loudest part of the story so far, suggesting not avoidance, but calculation. His legal team is undoubtedly scrambling behind the scenes, because the stakes here are almost unimaginably high. This is no longer just about personal scandal. This is a direct threat to everything Paul Pierce has built. We're talking about a career that earned over $200 million in salary alone, not to mention endorsements and a lucrative post-retirement broadcasting career. If paternity is established, the financial ramifications under Florida law would be a lifelong obligation, calculated on that immense wealth. This isn't a few $1,000s a month, this is a seismic financial event. And it hits at the worst possible time. Pierce was reportedly in serious discussions to return to a major sports network, a comeback now hanging by the thinnest of threads. Networks have zero tolerance for this brand of ongoing, messy legal drama. This lawsuit could single-handedly erase his second act in sports media. So the clock is ticking, and the world is watching for the next move. All eyes are on 3 explosive questions. First, will Paul Pierce agree to the DNA test, or will his lawyers fight to delay or block it, a move that would only fuel speculation? Second, who is the woman at the center of this case? Her identity and her story are the biggest missing pieces of the puzzle, and their revelation will change the narrative entirely. Finally, and most urgently, when will Pierce break his silence? He cannot stay quiet forever. The first statement from his camp, whether it's a denial, a confirmation, or a carefully worded legal rebuttal, will set the tone for the brutal battle to come. This story is developing by the hour, not by the day. New details are emerging from the court filings, and the timeline of events is slowly coming into focus. The full truth is always more complicated than a simple headline. We are tracking every document, every source, and every legal maneuver. The next chapter could be written any minute. When it is, you need to be ready. This is far from over. What do you think is the real truth behind Paul Pierce's secret? The answer is coming.